I don't know about you, but when I first get up in the morning, I feel one of two ways. Either I'm excited and ready to start a new day, or I really don't want to. And that goes for life and work, and it also goes for my morning yoga practice. This practice that we're going to do together today kind of addresses both of those feelings. We will do a quick check-in to just remind ourselves why this is important, why we are doing it in the first place, and then we will move and just feel good starting out the day on the right foot. But first, if you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here to practice with us. Please take a moment to subscribe, to click on the bell to be notified of new videos, and pretty please with a Shavasana on top. Will you give me a like and let me know in the comments below if this was helpful to you? Let's start our practice sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Feel your sitting bones ground down underneath of you and lift the crown of your head up toward the sky. So you have this nice long spinal column. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose and all the way back out. And then I want you to think about something that you are grateful for this morning. The first thing that pops into your head. It doesn't have to be anything too profound. Maybe you're just thankful you woke up. Maybe you're thankful that you have a little one growing within who will practice with you today. Maybe you're thankful for each individual breath. And then I want you to lift your chest, lean forward just a little bit, arch your back. Inhale. Exhale, roll your ribs around to the right, all the way back behind you and to the left. So you're making big circles with your rib cage around. And as you do this a couple more times, I want you to think about how you are going to feel when you are done with this practice this morning. What will your body feel like? How will your breath feel? Will you feel accomplished and proud of yourself? Switch and go the other direction. You can keep your eyes closed or you can open them, totally up to you. Just start to feel your body move and wake up. Notice any places that feel a little tight and cranky. Usually feel a little tighter and crankier first thing in the morning. Maybe you do too. Take one more big round. Good. Come to a comfortable seated position one more time. Press down through the sitting bones, lift through the crown of your head. Bring one hand to your heart, bring one hand to your belly. Breathe for 2. So feel the breath go in through the nose, fill up your collarbones, your rib cage, and touch your little one. Exhale, feel your shoulders soften. Good, one more breath just like that. Very nice. Blink your eyes open, come onto hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide, bring your wrists so they are right under your shoulders, your knees right under your hips, and for a couple breaths, just wiggle around in whatever way would feel good to you right now. So maybe that's the hips swaying from side to side. Maybe you find those big circles like we just did seated, and more rounding your back and then arching your back a little bit. Good, and whenever you're ready, let your belly drop. Feel your shoulders peel back and lift your chin. Come into a cow pose. And then tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Come into a downward facing dog. Now, pregnancy downward facing dog, maybe that your feet are a little wider than hip distance apart. That's totally fine. Bend your knees a little bit and just really feel the lengthening of the spine. Drop your head. Shake it out, yes and no. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Big breath in, let it out through the mouth. Beautiful, let's flow with it. Inhale, bring your knees to the floor. Lift your chest, lift your chin, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, a couple more times with your own breath. Inhaling, knees to the floor, lift your chin. And exhale, down dog. One more, follow your own breath, go at your own pace. Stop in your downward facing dog, pedal out the knees, bend one knee and then the other a couple of times, just feeling the backs of the legs stretch. Then whenever you're ready, sink both heels down, lift your hips up and back, find a gentle internal rotation to the thigh bones. Shake out your head again. Good, bring your knees back to the floor. Very nice, walk your hands so that they come to touch right underneath of your nose. And take as many little steps as it takes to get the right foot forward and forward and forward until it comes to the outside of your right pinky. Good. Once you get your foot there, bring your hand up onto your thigh to lift yourself up. Come into your low lunge. Bring your hands to your hips. Hug your elbows in. Lift your chest, lean back, lift your chin, and just breathe. Feel your legs. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up by your ears. Lift your chest, lift your chin, and then exhale, hands come back down to the floor, to the inside of that front foot. Good. Inhale, lift your chest forward. Exhale, straighten your front knee, walk your hands back, come into a runner's lunge with the hands to the inside of the front leg. Good, take a breath or two here. Maybe you stay upright, maybe you have your hands on blocks, or maybe you start to fold forward. Of course, don't fold right over that leg if it feels squishy to the belly. Good, inhale, bend your front knee, walk your hands forward, lift your chest. Exhale, bring your hips back again, flex that front foot. A couple more times with your own breath. And then the next time the front knee bends, keep it bent. Bring your hand to your thigh again. Lift yourself up. This time, interlace your hands behind your back. Hug your elbows in. Maybe start to straighten the arms. Breathe. Choice is to stay here, reaching through the knuckles, or do a little shimmy through the shoulders. So maybe your hands just go to one side and then the other. And then whenever you're ready, inhale, reach your arms. Hands come down to the inside of the front foot. And make your way back to hands and knees. Good. Take a moment, wiggle your hips from side to side. And then bring your thumbs to touch. Step your left foot forward. Again, take as many little steps as it takes to get there. Maybe you're just inchworming the foot forward. Good. Bring your hand to your thigh, lift yourself up. Pause, hands come to hips, hug your elbows in behind your back. Lean back just a little bit and just find a nice gentle stretch across the collarbones, heads of the shoulders pulling back. Good, whenever you're ready, inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the inside of your front foot. Good, pause here, reach your chest forward. And with an exhale, shift your hips back, flex your front foot, walk your hands back. Come into a runner's lunge. Good. We'll stay here for an extra breath, just feeling into the back of the leg. Stay here or fold forward. Good. A couple rounds flowing with the breath. Inhale, bend the knee, walk the hands forward. Exhale, straighten the knee, maybe walk the hands back. Good, follow your own breath, do it a couple more times, go at your own pace. If I'm going faster than you, pause the video, follow your breath. And then the next time the front knee bends, Keep it bent. Bring your hand onto your thigh again. Inhale, lift yourself up. Interlace your hands behind the back. Do it the unusual way this time. Straighten the arms, lift the chest, lean back. Just be here, find your breath. If you did on the first side, maybe you take a little shimmy through the shoulders. Good, and then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the inside of the front foot. Step back, come to hands and knees. Good. Step your hands so they are right under your shoulders. Step your right foot back behind you. Inhale, lift the leg so it's parallel to the floor. Exhale, just let the toes touch down. Do that a couple more times. Follow your breath. Feel your belly, gently hug your baby. Integrating your whole bottom half and your abdominals as you do these little toe taps. The next time the leg lifts, keep it lifted. Flex that front foot. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, just bend your elbows, teeter-totter down, and back up. Slow and with control. One more time. Exhale down. Inhale up. Beautiful. Come back to hands and knees. Do a little wiggle if you need to. And then step your left foot behind you. Good. Inhale, lift the leg so the leg is parallel to the floor. Exhale, tap that toe. Gentle little tap. Then lift it right back up. Slow and with control. Just follow your breath. 2 more times. So you're trying not to move anything but that leg. We're using those little stabilizing muscles. Good. The next time the leg lifts, keep it lifted. Flex that foot again. Look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Teeter-totter. Good. One more time. Shoulders drop, leg lifts. All right, come back to hands and knees. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Down dog. Good. Shake out the head. Find maximum length of the spine. Inhale, come back to hands and knees. Good. Step your left foot behind you. Turn your heel down. Reach your left arm up. Good. Turn your hand to face forward and then reach your arm up and overhead. Just find a big, big stretch through the side body. Good. Maybe you stay here or maybe you lift that back leg and put it down a couple times. So now we're isolating that muscle, the outside of the hip, right? And we're strengthening while we stretch out our side body. Good. Whenever you're ready, come back to hands and knees. Wiggle it out. And bring your left foot behind you. Turn your heel down toward the floor. Reach your right arm up. Turn your top palm to face forward. Reach the arm up and overhead. Good. Know you can stay here, just feeling that stretch through the side body, or lift the back leg and tap it down. Good. Slow and controlled movements are what we're after here. So it's not just about the stretch, but it's about strengthening too. Good. Whenever you're ready, come back to hands and knees. If you need one more wiggle, go for it. And then cross your feet behind you, cross your shins, come to sit upright. No prenatal yoga practice is complete without some hip openers and some inner thigh openers. So bring your feet together, knees wide for Baddha Konasana. Take just a couple breaths to feel how you feel in your body. Hopefully you feel a little bit brighter, a little bit more ready to start your day. Inhale, feel your chest lift. Exhale, shift your torso forward, hinge at your hips, come any amount down. You can use your elbows to gently guide your knees down if that feels appropriate. And then once you get to the place where you're like, okay, this is enough, drop your head and just take a couple breaths here. Good. Inhale, lift yourself on up, reach your legs out to the side so we come into a big straddle, and just take a minute, point the toes, flex the feet a couple times. Good. Flex both feet. Feel the backs of the legs root and ground down. Bring your fingertips behind you to lift your chest. And then exhale, come forward and down. One more time, any amount. Maybe you start to bend your elbows and bring your elbows toward the floor. Maybe you drop your head. And of course, if this floor feels light years away from you right now, that's fine. It's totally okay to be upright. If you're feeling something along the backs of the legs and the inner thighs, then this is a perfect place for you right now. You're getting all the same benefits as if you were able to press your forehead down into the floor. Good. Take another big breath. And then if you're folding forward, lift yourself on up. Use your hands to scoop your knees together. Good. Cross your ankles. Come into a comfortable seated position. Just bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take a breath in. Notice how you feel. Good. Bring one hand to your heart. Bring another hand to your baby. Notice how your little one feels. Check in. I always used to feel so special when I was pregnant because I was the only one who really had any inkling how my baby was feeling and what was going on with her. So let that sink in. Let yourself feel special for a moment because you are. Bring your hands back together in front of your heart. Let your chin drop. And blink your eyes open whenever you're ready. If you have a few more moments, please, please, please take time to rest in Shavasana. You can be on your left side, or I will link to a video that tells you in more detail how to set up for Shavasana during pregnancy. Please come back again next week. May you each be blessed with peace and joy, love and light. Namaste.